YouTube? This your Monday guy Coley here. Um, Topic of the week is a coming out story, so I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about how I came out and how people took it. What did he do? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm gonna get started with the first question. Um, what did people think and how did they take it? So for me, my parents were very supportive. Uh, the friends, I guess the acquaintances that I had were very supportive too. Um, the cousins and aunties and stuff, I guess they supported too. Don't have a real huge family, so that part wasn't too much for me. Um, how did I come out? Alright, so I came out. Mm, so last year, I actually just found out what transgender was. I found out on Instagram. Don't remember what page, but I'm like, whoa, these guys used to be girls. These are like guys that are like just been on T for years, and I'm just, oh shit, like I was just so amazed, and I was just looking, I'm like listening to their voice, and I'm like, wow, that's amazing. I was pretty impressed. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, sorry for the cussing. I saw just a bad habit, but that was my reaction. I can't really explain it. I was just like, whoa, like I was so shocked, and I didn't know what it was, and I hadn't seen any trans men before. You know, in the media or when you hear people talking bad or talking about trannies, it's always about trans women. So for me, hearing about a trans man was like, oh, never heard of this before. I guess I could have been smarter and found out, realized that if a male could go to a female could probably go to a male. But anyways, I found out and I was like, wow. You know, I started to think about it a lot. Started to watch a lot of YouTube videos of other guys documenting their transition. Found out what top surgery was. What did he do? I was like, wow, this is me. I'm like, found out the definition, everything. I'm just like, this is mind blowing. This is me. This is why I've been feeling like this for all of these years. I was just so. It was just incredible. It was an amazing feeling to know that there was actually a solution to why I've been feeling the way I did. I just thought I was a dyke, and I just thought I was a dyke, and I was a little different. I didn't really think like, I don't know. It's crazy. I just thought I was a little bit more of a guy than studs, but I see the big difference now between a trans man and a stud. But yeah, when I realized that, first person I told was my girlfriend at the time. I was like, okay, and she was very accepting. She supported me. I couldn't really make any moves because I was playing for the high school basketball team. I had to wait for that season to be over, so that was a whole year wait. So the only person I told was my girl at the time, and that went well. Couldn't really tell my parents. I don't know why. That type of conversation for me is like awkward, so I just couldn't do it. I couldn't even tell them when I like girls. Like, they just found me kissing my girlfriend, so that was hard for me, I guess. Not because I was scared of them not accepting me or anything, because they're pretty accepting people. I just didn't really know how to go about it, really. So I was dropping little hints. I was like, so what is a man? Asking them, and I'll be like, so. And then one day we were watching Jerry Springer, and like there was a trans woman on there. She said something about it, and I just dropped mad knowledge. I was like, just dropped down a whole list of trans facts. She was like, how you know that? I'm like, I don't know. I just know. Like, but really, I have been doing the research. But then she started to get some hints on the moves I was making. At the time, I was 17. Last year, 2014. So I told her to make me a doctor appointment. So I went there, and I told my doctor I was trans. She sent me to a counselor. Through my first counseling session, your parent had to be involved because I was 17. I was a minor. So at the end of the session, he just basically confirmed my mom's accusations of me being trans. Um, she was not really shocked because she had her feelings about, mom intuition or whatever. She said she kind of knew, so she wasn't really shocked. But at the same time, she wasn't educated about the topic. So she did her research and read her books or whatever, and she told my dad. So I don't know how his reaction was, but after that, I told her about the process, the testosterone, and the top surgery. Started to show her lots of videos and pictures of guys with top surgery. And when you research top surgery, I'm pretty sure every FCM knows that the surgeon that comes up is just Garamoni, you know what I'm saying? So I really want to go to him. So I showed her a lot of results way before I started T. And I was just showing her. Obviously, everything went well, because, everything happened, you know what I'm saying? Everything went well. So they supported me and they educated themselves about it, and today they still support me. Coming out to my peers, I was a senior in high school. I would just, I didn't have friends, like I said. Like, I'm not saying I was a loner, but I just was one of them people that was just like, I was kind of rude. Like, my mentality was like, why you talking to me? You feel me? Like, I don't want to be your friend type of thing. So for me, I didn't mess with nobody, but I did have a lot of acquaintances and people like that. So for that, I would say, I told the people on my basketball team that I was close to, or people that I felt like, I might talk to after high school. I told them, and they were accepting. Everybody else at my school that knew me, that you throw up the deuces in the hallway, but you don't really talk to, they all found out on Instagram. That was really how I came out to, like, everybody, like the world, like, hey, I'm trans, you know what I'm saying? So Instagram was really how I came out, and I got a lot of support. If anybody's rejected me, I know, but I don't know. Like, I know people have, but like I said, I really only had parents, so my parents accept me. That's what matters to me. I didn't have a lot of friends, so for that, well, I have people that consider me as friends, but like, for me, a friend is somebody that be, checking on you. I'm very strict about the guidelines of what a fucking friend is, because people don't know what that is nowadays. So for me, I feel like I didn't have friends. I had a lot of people that I talked to. They were cool about it, but if they would have left, cool or not, appreciate the support. But if they would have left, it wouldn't have affected me that much. So I can't really say, like, if I lost a lot of people. With my family, I don't really talk to them much. So for that, I would just, I don't talk to them. So if they would accept me or not, still wouldn't be talking anyway. So they do accept me, but that was just not really, didn't have much to lose basically when I came out, because I wasn't associated with a lot of people. I had my parents, and that was really what mattered to me, and my girlfriend at the time supported me. One part of coming out was after me and my girl had broke up, that was with me from the beginning. I started talking to another girl, and I had to tell her that I was trans. I hadn't started T yet. I hadn't really came out on Instagram yet. She was gonna be one of the first people that I told, so it was really hard for me. I tried, like, I was freezing up. I sat her down. I'm like, all right, so I gotta say something. Look, I could never say it, and I would drop hints on Instagram. I didn't just come out one day like, boom, I'm trans. First I put hashtag FTM, hashtag transboy. Nobody knows what the fuck that is. Let's be real. So I really had to, put transgender female to male. People don't know what trans boy means. People don't know what FTM is, but some do. So I took little steps into coming out. I didn't just boom, drop a big paragraph and say it. But with telling her, she would like those pictures with the hashtag. I would post a little top surgery thing with the girl on top of the guy. I don't know if you guys saw that. And say that, and she, she liked that. So I'm like, okay, maybe she knows, what I'm saying. Eventually I was just like, you know what, can you guess what I have to tell you? And she guessed, and I confirmed it. Couldn't say it at the time. This was back in This was back in about April this year, so only a few months ago. I really couldn't just be like I'm trans. It was very new for me. Having this trans pride does not come overnight. Being proud of who you are does not come overnight for surely. So that was a coming out story where I had a lot of trouble coming out. It was the beginning. I was just like, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to go about this, but yeah. How did it change people around me? Like I said, I didn't have nobody around me. My parents support me. I'm their son now. That's that. That's what happened. I just graduated from high school, so people around me, my situation is a little different since I just graduated. So I don't, obviously everybody around me was going to change regardless, and I'm going to a new school in a new city, so yeah, didn't really do much. I figured out this was me. Last year when I seen that Instagram thing, I was like, yes, this is me. Woo! See, I've been going through that with the testosterone. I can't squeal or anything. My voice is going up and down. Whoa! Not working. Anyways, I'm excited. Woo, woo. I was like, yes, this is me. This is who I am. This is why I don't fit in with studs. Boom. Yes. Okay. My parents, like I said, they're very supportive. The best part about being trans, I don't know. I mean, everything, like, just, I'm me, like, I don't know. I think the best part about being trans was the fact that one day I came across a definition and I was like, oh shit, that's me. Like, I feel like that's the best part about it. I was just like, that's me. And now, for the way I'm going about my transition, the way I'm going about trans, I'm open about it, and I'm actually working on becoming an activist for it. So for me, being trans, I think the best part about finding my identity is really helping people, educating people, and inspiring people. Helping people, find their identities. I get questions all the time and help little T-boys out. Educate these people that don't know what is a trans person. It's new. Like Jay said in this last video, it's a new thing. So you really gotta educate people. And I don't know. The best part about being trans is that I found myself, and it's me. I love who I am. Some men are born, some men are made. I have to create myself. I have to fight for who I am. And I love the journey. I wouldn't wish it any other way. I feel like that's the best part about being trans. Advice. I give a lot of advice out every day. There's a new T-boy asking me how to deal with situations. My advice is, basically, I know it's hard. I know people don't accept you, but let's be real. You have to live your life for you. And I'm talking whether it's friends, your spouse. A lot of people, they're like, oh, my girlfriend, no, fuck her. If she don't like you, get a new one. Or your boyfriend, whichever one. If you're trans, you gotta do it for you. Live for you. No boyfriend, girlfriend, friend, cousin, aunt, uncle. Sad to say, not even your mom or your dad should ever stop you from transitioning. Maybe, I'm not saying get up and transition right now. It's going to be a process. You take steps, small steps to getting there. But at the end of the day, you really only have one life. Why would you want to live it to make someone else happy? If you're trans, be who you are. Be you. Don't lie about it. Don't be afraid to flaunt who you are. Don't be afraid to be proud about it. Don't let anybody tell you about you. That's what I love to tell myself. That's what I say, you know what I'm saying? Can't no nigga tell me nothing about me. That's the mentality you gotta have. The next person gonna come up to you and say, oh, you don't have a dick, you're not a real man. The next person gonna come up to you and say, you'll never be a man. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever let nobody tell you about you. So with that being said, that's not a mentality that you could just get overnight. You have to create that mentality, you know what I'm saying? You gotta you gotta be sure of yourself, you know what I'm saying? You can't let nobody just come over and be like, "Oh, you're not a real man," and really just fly off your feet. You know what I'm saying? Then you start questioning yourself mentally. That means you're not sure of yourself. Make sure that you're sure of yourself. Make sure that you love you. Make sure that you know what it means to be a trans man. What it means to be a man to you. What it means, your whole process. Make sure that you clearly understand yourself and you know who you are. So when the next ignorant person comes around, you don't fall off your feet. You're like, oh no, like you don't know what you're talking about. Like this is a man right here. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure that you got yourself down pat and that you got your back 100%. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you have a good relationship with yourself. Um, Make sure that you understand that you're a man regardless of what anybody says. Don't ever let anybody tell you different or who you are, and live your life for you. Don't be afraid of it. That would be my advice. And with that being said, this is your Monday guy, Coley. I'm out. I'll see y'all next Monday. Um, oh, in my last video, I said I was getting a piercing. I lied. I didn't. I got scared. But anyways, follow me on Instagram __ KHOALIE. It'll be in the description. Thank you for watching my video.